real reaction on the Function Health experience. And well, technically it wasn't the Function Health experience. It was the experience at, well, let me see, is this working? Okay, it wasn't really, okay, so technically the experience that I just had was with Quest Diagnostics that is partnered with Function Health. Great experience, insanely easy to check in. You just literally go to this kiosk, you check in, you sit down, your name is on this board, just your initials, so it's not like anybody, you know, they're not giving too much information. I have a video of it, I'll show you guys. So you're sitting there, you're waiting to get called, the nurse comes and gets you. So here's the thing. Okay, so this is my immediate reaction. I feel 100%, I feel the exact same that I felt when I like did my last video right before I walked into the building. I thought I was going to be feeling like woozy. I thought I was going to be feeling like lightheaded. I thought I was going to be feeling like I was going to faint. I'm not experiencing any of that at all. So I do think it's because I prepared correctly that I don't feel like that. I did have a lot of hydration yesterday. I made sure to actually drink pure celery juice. So celery juice, as we know, is a lot of water. There's a lot of water in celery. So I had celery juice throughout the day, and I had regular water throughout the day that I just infused with like cardamoms and with cloves and with turmeric. Excuse me. Now, what I should have done is, before just running into the car and wanting to get online, I should have actually just stopped at that cute little shop and just gotten some water. So I should have already either brought some water with me, like, and had it waiting for me, or I should have just got some water. So I'm actually going to stop at the nearest thing I see right now and just get some water, because I don't want to go back in there. I'll get water from somewhere else. So that's probably the only thing I probably should have done, is just have water with me, because I did have a lot of blood just taken. But I don't, like, for how much blood was just taken, it's weird that I feel so normal. So, and again, I think it's because I just prepared, like mentally prepared. Okay, I knew they were going to take 10 to 12 vials of blood. It's pretty much like, it looks like the size of my finger, like a tube, like the size of my finger. And they took 10 to 12 of those. And like I said before in the past video, in the last video, watch the part 2 of this. This is the part 3. So this is my initial first reaction of getting my blood drawn with the service of Function Health. And I used the blood drawing service of Quest Diagnostics. And they had told me to make sure I was fasted, make sure I was super hydrated the day before, make sure not to work out, which I would have worked out yesterday. So I did not work out, so I still had like my strength. I didn't try to squeeze in a workout this morning. And then I'm not going to work out. I may even skip tomorrow, and then just to be extra safe, and work out on Friday, because she did say that sometimes people just try to do too much and they'll just go right back to like lifting heavy. And then I just, even though I was going to do a Pilates class tomorrow, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to not work out. I might just walk around a park or something and call it a day, and then get back in the game on Friday. What's today? Yeah, get back in the game on Friday. So yeah, I feel fine. I feel 100% fine. If you follow the directions that they gave you, then I'm assuming that most people would feel like this. Most people should feel relatively fine. If you just make sure that you're staying hydrated before. And then what was interesting is she goes, you know, she took off. I actually was recording. I wanted to actually record her drawing the blood, but she said she wouldn't like let me do it. So I was like, dang it. I was nervous, though. I sat down and I'm like acting like I'm fine, but I was really like shaking in my boots, shaking in my sandals. And I sat down, and we're like cracking jokes with each other. She was a very nice, kind, like welcoming, like just like very like, she just made you feel comfortable. So I really liked the nurse that I had. But this is, I just got the, I don't want to peel it off while I take this off. She said to keep it on for at least 20 minutes. So it's like, as I'm pulling this up, it's like coming off right now. I don't want a bunch of blood to squirt out. That would be so crazy if a bunch of blood just like squirted out. I'm trying to show you guys. I should have kept it down. Oh, there's blood there. Okay, yeah. Hold on, guys. Maybe like, let me just leave it alone. Let me just leave it alone. Let me like not do too much. Let me just leave it alone. Let me just put this back down. But you guys saw, right? Like, okay, yeah, it's back over. So she took out a lot of blood. She kind of just like made me feel comfortable. She put the needle in there very easily. She just was like, okay, take a deep breath. And I went, and then as soon as I breathed out, she just like stuck it in as I was breathing out. And so when you're breathing out, you're kind of like focused on the fact that you're breathing out, that it takes the edge off of the needle going in. So that was fine. And then like, because my veins were just nice and juicy, the blood was just like coming out rapidly fast. And so I thought it was going to be sitting there. Like I had my, it said to have your iPod ready. I had my iPod, I had my headphones ready. I had my, I thought I was going to be sitting there for like 20 minutes or something, but no. I mean, I was there maybe for 4 or 5 minutes max. I had my, I had these going. I was like, okay, I'm just going to sit back and relax. And it was like, by the time me and the nurse were talking. So then by the time we were done talking, it was like she was done. So I really liked that. So if I could get the name of the nurse, well, actually, I don't want to give her name away online, but bottom line is, if Quest Diagnostics is watching, there is a fantastic, if you want to know who I'm talking about, reach out to me, email me, and I will email you. You know what? Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Sound back on? How's it sound now? Uh-oh. Hold on. How's it sound now? Is it back on? Ugh. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There we go. Trying to see, is this, and it just like keeps falling out. Guys, I'm parked, I'm legal, and I'm parked. Okay, hold on, guys. This is gonna get figured out 100%. Like, this is just gonna get figured out because I can't take it anymore. Okay, I'm safe. You know what it is? It's fine, but when I go over a bump, that's when it knocks off. So it's just not that particular like twisty thing. It's just not strong enough. Anyways, so my genuine experience was great. I mean, I thought it was gonna feel weird. I wasn't sure how the nurse was gonna be. I didn't know how long it was gonna be. I followed the directions to a T. So I have a playlist that I created, and it says blood test, or it says function health blood test journey. Okay, and what I'll do is actually, I think I put function health journey, but I think I'm going to title it function health blood test journey. So, but it says function health journey right now. So watch the part 1 and the part 2 of my, prior to me going into the into the appointment, and then this is my genuine reaction, fresh from just getting my blood drawn. And again, I want to be able to like show you guys, like, this is where, I know some people are probably like, Ciana, it's not that serious, but I just want, you know, I just want to, I mean, this sweatshirt is like really, oh, is it like stuck to my sweatshirt? Hold on. So, okay guys, this is just, I think it's like the tape is stuck to my sweatshirt. That's why it's like hard. Blood tests make you weak. I thought it was gonna make me weak too. Yeah, like that, I feel 100% fine. That's why I think I'm weirded out. So she okay, so this is why I wanted a real raw and uncut reaction after having 10 vials of blood taken. Actually 12. It was 12 vials of blood taken, which is like a tube, like my finger, like imagine a tube. But she filled it up about like a little over halfway for each one. I think it's because I followed the directions to a T that I feel fine. What I should have done, which I'm literally on the way right now, I should have had some water like right here with me, right? Like already. So, you know, I'm fine. I'm on the way to get some water right now. I feel fine. But it's because I was fasted. I really, really hydrated myself yesterday, and I made sure to have, I know I need to hydrate immediately. I made sure to have celery juice all day, pure celery juice. That's true. I might feel different in a few hours. That's why I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to go get some water right now. I'm going to get some tea. I'm going to get some water, and I'm just going to sit and work. I'm not going to try to do too much and go work out later or go on a walk. I'm not going to do none of that. None of that. And okay, so the nurse was like, usually after that much blood, she said that they have to sit there, and she said that they usually feel, or like, I'm about to pass out. She was like, usually they're on like a, I don't know, like on a level of like, I mean, I don't want to say the word. I don't want YouTube to trigger anything, but like, yeah, she was saying some wild stuff. So she's like, it's good that you feel perfectly fine because, and you look fine. You did well. Like you're fine. But it's because I specifically made sure to really overly hydrate yesterday, and then I'm fasted, and then I continued to drink water this morning. So I think that's why I feel okay. You know, I feel fine right now, but like you said, if I probably will feel weird in like a few hours. So I'm gonna definitely relax. I'm gonna definitely relax. Yeah, she was like, a lot of people be feeling crazy. So I had a great experience with Quest Diagnostics, and specifically with Function Health. That's why I'm even sharing this journey. Full transparency, they did reach out to me. This is a free blood test, and I needed to get a very extensive blood test like this anyway. I go through what they're actually testing me for in the last video. And I will do a final wrap up after all of this is done, because I have to go for a second round in 10 days to do a whole nother level of testing. So this is like, by the end of this, I'll have 20 vials of blood taken to do an extensive deep dive on my health, which I need to do. I'm going to be 40. I need to do this anyway. You know what I mean? So now they get you hooked in with like this free big test. It is, I believe it's because I am always talking about health, fitness, mindfulness, leveling up, you know, making sure we're staying on top of mind, body, soul. Like, you know, this is a health overall, it's like a self-development health channel. And oh, it's pretty wild what you just walked into. I just got 12 vials of blood taken. And it's called Function Health. It's a company that reached out to me. I did do my research on them before I actually decided to proceed forward with getting my blood work done. And it's because I encourage so much about health, fitness, and mindfulness. And this is, look, I do have a link for it, but I don't want anyone even think about thinking about buying anything until I'm done with this whole thing. And then even after that, you know, if you already have a primary care doctor and you already have a routine, you don't need it. But what I do like about this one, because a lot of times with primary care doctors, it's like you just have your basic blood work taken, right? Like, and then they're like, oh, well, you know, you're low on iron, or you're deficient in vitamin D. Have a good day. Go to GNC, get some vitamin D. You know, it's like, it's just super basic. This is like over 200 things that they're going to be looking at, 200 biomarkers. Insane. So this is like, I feel like everybody needs a good one of these. I'm not a medical professional, obviously, but like I would say you wouldn't maybe need to do it every year, but at least every 3 to 5 years. I feel like every, you know, a couple times a decade, you know, a couple times in your 30s, a couple times in your 40s, a couple times in your 50s, where you just get like a really big extensive blood work. And I've been needing to do this, like do an extensive one, not just like the basic ones that you do for your checkup every year. So I was like, okay, cool. I looked into it. I read the comments on Instagram. I read the reviews on the website. I, you know, did my research on the website. I actually screenshotted, because I was like, okay, is this a fraud? I screenshotted the screenshot that I got the email from. I didn't even click on any links inside the email. I screenshotted it and I went to the Instagram, found the official Instagram. I DM'd it and they were like, yes, it is real. It's legit. So I was like, okay. So I set it up. I answered like a crazy amount of questions where I was like, do I even want this app to know this amount of information about me? But I was like, you know, either A, I just don't do a deep dive on my health and keep kind of like just doing the surface level information, or I just finally just do a deep dive. So I just did it. So I just put my information, and then now I got my blood drawn, and I got my blood drawn. They're partnered with Quest Diagnostics, which is a popular company for blood drawing. Had a great experience at the one that I went to, and I followed the directions, and maybe because so many people do feel crazy after, they have a really good dial in on what people should be doing when they get prepared to get their blood work done. And I followed it to a T. I feel great. I feel fine. I'm on my way to this cafe right now so I can hydrate and like feel good and just relax for a second. And it literally said to get sunlight. So there's you know what, as soon as I park, I'll go over it with you. It has a pre checklist, and then it has a post checklist. So I'm going to do the post checklist. So it says, you know, get some sunlight, get some whole foods in you, hydrate, and just kind of like relax. And so that's like what I'm about to do. So I'll go over that with you guys in a second. But that's, you know, so yeah, I do have a link for it if anyone's interested. So far, I've really liked my experience with it. And again, watch the last two, the part 1 and the part 2. This is the part 3. And let's get healthy together. Like you know, if you are heading into your 40s, like I am, if you're heading into your 50s and you haven't gotten, you know, over 200 to 300 biomarkers checked, I mean, I think it's worth it to just really do a deep dive, because a lot of times we don't. Guys, the phone was just overheated. Sorry about that. So let me just get back on track here. So yeah, I'll go over the post with you guys. For whatever reason, it's just like I live in LA and it makes sense. it gets hot really quickly. So I do have the air on loud, so sorry about that, but I just need it. I want to make sure that the phone doesn't overheat. So where was I? So yeah, post. So yeah, let's just get healthy together, whether you go through Function Health or you go through your own primary care doctor or your own health insurance. Like, it is, and you know, I'm going to be honest, I think that this is why this exists. I'm going to do more research, because I think a lot of health insurance just covers the bare minimum, like the basics. And with Function Health, it is doing a crazy deep dive, like insane deep dive. So if you are like really wanting to take your health serious, if you're really about that life, and you want to do one investment, like one good one every 5 years, I think that Function Health, it's feeling legit so far. So like I said, wait till I'm done with the whole journey in totality with this. And I'll let you guys, I will let you guys know what the experience is on this journey. So what I will emphasize is follow the directions prior to getting that much blood drawn. I think that people, the nurse was telling me all kind of stuff. She was like, people will, because sometimes you have to get 2 rounds of this, which I have to, no, I'm getting my 2nd round in 10 days. And people will just want to hurry up and get it over with. And so she was like, literally, this lady came and literally had a crazy reaction. Like she, like literally almost had like a, I want to say the word because I don't know if like YouTube will flag this or whatever, but like she just had a very, very insane reaction. And you just got to be very, very serious when you get the directions, follow them. Because you feel fine, or you think you can beat it, or you think you can just like whatever, eat whatever, not stay hydrated, not get good sleep, come back whenever you want, get your blood drawn whenever you want, and you're gonna, I mean, you're literally, like, you guys, I was able to record like the audio at least of my reaction, and I couldn't believe it, like how fast my blood was coming out and how much blood she took. Like she literally had a miniature bucket of my blood. By the end, you know, it was like broken down into like the vials or whatever, but I'm like, this is wild. Like this is crazy. Like you really, why are people just being willy-nilly, you know, not taking the direction serious when there's this much blood being taken? Like, it's not a joke. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was like a basket. It was like, okay, so imagine this is my makeup bag. So imagine this. It was like the whole bottom of this was full with my blood. Like, and imagine like the vials are like my finger. So it was like the whole bottom was covered. And I'm like, how are people just like stumbling in here, eating cheeseburgers, not hydrated, not getting it, barely any sleep the night before, and then thinking they can get that much blood taken out? She was like, yeah, people just like, they just are very relaxed with the way that they are approaching getting their blood drawn, and then they pay for it, right? So but yeah, so I'll be getting the results from this round in 3 to 4 weeks. And so I'll, you know, go over my experience with that with you guys. Somebody from Function Health will be going over my results. Now, Function Health it does so much. Like it does not only the blood tests that I'm talking about, but it goes into extensive detail. If you want to do a full panel of like seeing how much metal is in your body, like what metals are in your body, you could do that. You could do, it does a deep dive into your age, your chronological, not your chronological age, but your biological age. It does a deep dive into that. It does a deep dive into like just a lot of different blood tests that you can do with Function Health. And, you know, after reading into it, I'm like, oh, whatever. Like at first I was just like, I'm just going to go to my primary care doctor, whatever. Like this is fine. But I looked at how much of a deep dive they do into all the different testing, and it's like over 200. I mean, it could be more. Like when I read the list earlier, I couldn't even read all the different names. I was flashing it and showing you guys. It's like, it's a lot. Like it is a lot of biomarkers. I didn't even know that you could do 15 different biomarkers on the heart. It's doing like 12 different biomarkers on my liver. It's doing another, you know, 15 biomarkers on my kidney. Like it's like it's a really, really big deep dive. So I'm like, yeah, I just need to do this anyway. I'm going into the next big chunk of my life. So let's get this figured out. So I was very grateful and appreciative that they reached out to me. And again, I think it's because I do so much talking about health, fitness, mindfulness, and really, you know, making sure that we all stay on top of the best gift that we have, which is our body. I mean, you can't experience life to the fullest if you're feeling crazy, if you're feeling sick, if you're feeling weak, if you don't have energy. And if you're feeling all those things, like it's your duty to do what you have to do to figure out what's going on. And you know, it is scary. It is, you know, walking in, I mean, it was a clean, you know, normal looking office, but it's intimidating. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, you know, what feedback you're going to get. It's almost kind of like, do I just not want to know? And it's just like, you want to, anything that might pop up, or something's too low, or something's too high, or something's off balance, at least you know, so you can fix it. That's why the testing exists. It's not to like, it's not just for fun. It's so that way, you know, because life does happen, you know, you want to be able to catch things early. And I think of Ananda Lewis, you know, Ananda, which a lot of us know, we've talked about her before on this channel, where a lot of us know her from MTV, the MTV VJ, and she had a lump in her breast, and then she like wanted to kind of get rid of it naturally, and it ended up just spreading, and it just was bad, and she's not with us. So, you know, I think of her when I think of stuff like this, because I really liked her in general. Like, she was just someone I grew up watching. And to see someone so full of life and so vivacious and so like radiant, and like seemed like she had so much energy, to pass away from breast cancer is just very like eye-opening. So it's like, you just want to get things done. You want to just get things checked. You want to just do those things, so that way, you know, that's why we're blessed to live in a time where if you find something, then you can like fix it. You know what I mean? Like, earlier the better. So not that there's anything that I'm concerned with, but it's like, she didn't have anything she was concerned with either. She was just doing a normal like breast, you know, a normal checkup, and then they discovered it. So yeah, guys. So okay, I'm doing my post. This is my post checklist that I'm supposed to do. Oh, they just texted me right now. It says, take this moment. Oh, this is from Function Health right now. It says, take this moment to congratulate yourself on finishing this function lab test. You've just done something to begin unlocking the secrets of your biology, and it's exceptional. Today, remember to eat foods rich in vitamins, beans, eggs, meat, dark leafy greens. Stay hydrated and relax. If exercising, we recommend no heavy lifting or cardio. Instead, consider just a light walk or some gentle stretches to keep the body in motion. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And then earlier, when I clicked inside, it said to get sunlight too when I went inside the portal. So that's been my genuine experience. Thank you, Function Health. Okay, it's called Function Health. Thank you, Function Health, for reaching out to me. I've had a good experience so far. I will keep you guys updated. I will link them down below if you guys just want to do some research on your own about them. Check out their Instagram. They do have an Instagram as well. So if you just go on their website, you can find their Instagram that way. And it's been legit so far. So I'm here for it. I do have my next round of blood work in 10 days. So we'll talk about that journey then. And I will have this all in a playlist. All right. So I'm going to go relax. I'm going to get some tea, work for a little bit at this cafe, and just relax. And that's it. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. Bye. Oh, also really quick, one-on-one coaching will start back up August 1st. So that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. No, that's Friday. So Friday, I will be opening the one-on-one coaching back up via email. So if you have any questions that you don't like to ask on here that are too personal, I got you. Let's set up coaching. If you have just like something that you want to get off, like you can't really figure out how to resolve this particular problem and you need help, and you need me to help you to get from point A to point B, I got you. If you have a question about wellness, fitness, how to make money online, I got you. So I am opening up the one-on-one coaching on Friday for April, or for, why do I keep saying, I think it's because it's an A, for August 1st, and I just got my blood work done, so I need to chill out for a second. But it will fill up quick. So I just want to let you guys know that I'll open it back up August 1st. It'll probably close again around August 12th, August 13th, because it filled up quickly this month. I'm anticipating it happening again next month. So just be prepared for that if you want one-on-one coaching with me. It is email coaching. It's great. And yeah, that's all I have. Thanks, guys. And we will chit chat on the next one. Bye.